he's just not the Eagles' savior in my opinion. Eagles got a lot of inside stuff that's going on even from last year. I think it was a passion thing. I don't know if they had a motor that wasn't running, but they had the talent there. We all know they had the talent to do what they needed to do last season and came up short early exit. So Sirianni is coming back this season, and that kind of just shows, I mean, if he would have left, he would have left. That was my opinion on it. But that just shows you how Jeffrey Lurie, Howie Roseman, how they're loyal. They're a loyal organization. He had one bad half of a season up to this point. So you know what they said? We're going to see if he can get himself out of his own mess. No, we're not going to get rid of him. We're not going to fire him. He's been doing well up to this point. No Super Bowls, but he's been having some winning seasons. He's been having us in the hunt. So you could say the cheese slid off the cracker, so to speak, or it got replaced with peanut butter. Either way, it didn't taste good. So hopefully they come in the next season fully loaded, newly inspired, got some added additions, not only with Saquon Barkley, patching up that defensive side as well. Let me get my specs. Bryce Huff, former Jets. He's a big pickup. They got the Saints linebacker as well, Zach Bond. Landon Dickerson. They signed him to a 4-year extension. Makes him the highest paid guard in the NFL. So they're making some moves. They're showing up this offense and they're showing up some defense. So coming in the next season, they should be more equipped of what they got to do. But the question is, are they going to be inspired? You don't have to just run him every time. You know, he can catch out of the backfield, mix him in, but he needs to touch the ball 85-90% of your offense, in my opinion. If he's healthy, like you think he's healthy. If he's not healthy and you worry about getting him dinged up, then maybe not. Pat him along the way. But if he's fully healthy and he's ready to go, 25-30 carries. But far as touches, I'm thinking 45 to 50 touches a game. That shouldn't be hard to ask for with a household name running back. So the Eagles and got it from the New York Giants. Rival New York Giants. Couldn't hold this guy down. Barkley now beats the franchise tag number and has a maximum average per year salary of $15.8 million, which would be second highest for a running back in NFL history. And I wouldn't have no problem with that. Long as he's healthy, he's worth the money. Let's not kid ourselves. Saquon Barkley is probably a top 5 running back in the league when he's healthy. The guy has a very great impact. Go to the house anytime he touches it, he can get 100 yards each game, long as you're giving him the touches. And that's what happened last season. He was sitting out a while, and then they worked up something to bring him back. They knew they had to get him last season, which it went for all or nothing. They didn't do anything. But that's just to show you how they didn't value this guy, and eventually they're just going to have to move on from him. And that day has come, and the Eagles got him in their backfield. It's simple as that. They didn't want to pay this guy. They didn't value him. And then you can look at it and say, well, you can't really blame him. If he was fully healthy and never got hurt, he'd probably still be a New York Giant. But when running backs start getting injured, leg injuries, all this stuff start coming up, and he's only 27 years old. It's not like he's an old back. Now, when he hits 30, you're going to start questioning him a little bit. Okay, now, he's old, he's up there, he's getting dinged and nicked up too much. It's going to be hard for him to find a job and get a big deal. But right now, he's 27. That's not bad. You can get good 3-4 solid years out of him, and that's why the Eagles signed him to a 3-year deal. Now, if the Texans would have got him, I would have been like, perfecto, exactly what they needed. When the last time the Texans had a quality running back that you can say, oh yeah, this guy's coming in with 100 yards a game or better. Just give him the touches. Household name, what we've been waiting for. They haven't seen it in a long time. What you gonna say, Arian Foster? That was the last one. And that's kind of, But I like Arian Foster. He's a good guy. He ran real good for the Texans. But if Arian Foster is the best you can do for the last few decades, you're yearning for one.
My heart is a yearning for you.
And Barkley, he could have fulfilled that. Like I said, if healthy. It's always going to be a question mark with him. Can he stay healthy?